Alright, so this week, onto the front of the Slash. Obviously, you see I have it taken apart off the old chassis. So this week we're gonna build the front. Obviously the new plate, put the servo on, the steering on. I have new RPM arms, A-arms for the front in black. New RPM bulkhead, again, black. New RPM front bumper. The shocks. And this STRC, ST Racing Concepts hinge pin brace and locking hinge pins. So I got that, as you can see, because the hinge pin here, the hinge pin brace is broken, and this will do away with the E-clips, which will make me happy. Not like I take them off a lot, but they're pain, so that'll do away with that. So that's where we're at this week. Gonna get the servo, all that stuff mounted, and hopefully I can get this on the front of the chassis. I'm really itching to drive this thing now that I changed all this stuff. Really want to take it out and run it. So I'm gonna get started. Alright, so I got one half started. I actually needed to take the shock off because I needed the hardware from the shock to mount it on the new mount the new shock. But after taking that off, I believe if I take these screws off right here, these two right there, I should be able to get to that. You can't see it, it's in there deep. Get to that one screw that's in there to take the rest of the, take this basically, let me find a tool, take the shock tower off without having to take everything apart. Let's see if we can do this here. So I'm just quickly take these, I don't know if I need to take these off, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, so get these two screws off and then we'll see where we're at with once we get those two screws off. Probably need to keep those. I don't know if the new mount, I think the new, oh, perfect. So basically now I can get to both of those screws to get the shock tower off. And then pretty much the rest of that should come off. Like I said, I gotta take the steering off of this plate, but it's pretty much intact, so it'll save me some time. Alright, so able to get to the screws. Let's see if I can get them out quickly. So these two screws come out and everything should come off. Actually, I gotta take the knuckle off on the other side. I gotta take this knuckle off, and then that's all I should need off of this. And clear the one shock too. I'm gonna take the shock off, so. But we'll get these two screws out, and then we're pretty much there. So I got it pretty much broken down. Just one more screw to get the shock off. I don't know if you can see that, but this is how this all started. I blew a front shock cap off and oil, all the oil out of it. So this is how the whole rebuild started. I wanted to get new shocks and then I ended up getting everything else. So there it is, broke down to the biggest pieces I can get. This is obviously not needed. So what I'm gonna do is mount the shock tower to the new bulkhead, and then go on to put the arms on. Right, so here's the bulkhead. It comes with this little dust cover to put on here. I got it on backwards. It's beveled, if you can see that. The beveled edge goes in, and the one screw that comes with it, that's what it's for. Let's see if I can make it to the garbage can. I didn't, but whatever. Like I said, the one screw that comes with it. Do a quick tighten here. I'll start it anyway. Get my handle. So this bulkhead's super nice. Happy with it. Tighten the one screw. Make sure that thing's still seated in there. So that's that. Alright. And I got the wrong bit again. Here we go. Let's try this one more time. Just gonna thread these through a little bit because they're long. Till it hits my finger. Oof. So it didn't hit my, there we go. Now it hit my finger. So, yep, that one just slid in. Here we go, just there we go. I think I got it all the way in. So that was my finger that time. So there it is. New bulkhead on there. Alright. Okay, so next we're going to do the front arms and the new hinge pin brace and hinge pins. I think this is the only hinge pin, well, this is the only color of this brand they had in stock, but they didn't have many hinge pin braces in stock, so nice aluminum. And then the big thing is these locking hinge pins with lock nut. Gonna be real nice. The arms on there right. Need more hands. Bottom lined up. In you go. Go. Nice new brace. Kind of wish they had black, but they were out of stock, so my big hand in the way. Went with the silver for now. Still looks good. Just gonna tighten these down. Alright, so I'm letting the shocks sit to get the air out of them. So I moved on to the belt crank steering. Okay, so after checking over the directions, I actually, like I said, there was 2 shims on each side on the bottom. Now looking at the directions, 1 shim goes on the bottom and 1 shim will go on top, so I had to take it back apart. So we're going to put these little shims on there. Then it also says the original screws that came out of here had a little washer on them. It says to use that washer also. It's coming together. Right side, right? Is it? There we go. Tighten it down. Still a long screw for that, but get those 2 tightened down. Alright, so we're going to mount the front shocks. I actually got that all finished mounted. I reset the servo, I plugged it all in, recentered it, so that's all set. So we're on to the front shock. Same thing like the back shocks, you're going to need this little spacer. Again, like the back shock, you're going to use factory hardware for the bottom and new hardware for the top. So you can press that in. No, there's little washers that were on the factory shocks. You don't need those. So these came with the shocks. I used 2 of them on the rear. Now these 2 are for the front. Start them with this. So basically you're going to put the bushing, that little plastic spacer in. That's going to be on the front of the shock. The screw's going to go into there. With my big hand. Tighten it down. I'm not going to tighten it fully. Then the lower screw. Just line it up. I'm gonna go, should I go outside? Yeah, let's go inside. If we have to readjust it, we'll readjust it, but we're gonna go inside for right now. Get it all lined up, which ain't working. Make sure I can get this lined up here. I'm trying to get it lined up. Start threading it in. Maybe it'll line itself. Make sure you're actually screwing it in with the screwdriver. So there we are. Said I gotta tighten the top, but man, these shocks, compared to the other ones, I know the one in the front had no oil, but compared to the other one, these shocks are pretty amazing. So hopefully this thing performs a little bit better. Okay, so here's what I decided. Since the steering is going to be a bit of a hassle adjusting everything, the last part I'm going to do is attach the shock tower to this new skid plate. Came with 3 screws in the kit, so these are the 3 new screws you're going to use to attach them together. I think this is the size I need. It is. So basic. Just like that, with the 3 screws in. I think I most likely still adjust the steering from with this on. Make sure my big hand's not in the way. Make sure the steering's kind of good. I should just, I don't know where my drill is, my little drill. I have a little drill. Let me see if I can track it down. Oh, nope, I know where it is. It's in the other room, I'm not going to get it, so. Just kind of go by hand. That was a pain. Those screws are long. So, there it is, those screws, 3 screws. Now it's mounted to the skid plate. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let's see. Oh, there we go. A little bit of a movement there. Adjust this camera a little bit. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't know if I can get it in the picture. Like I said, I need a new table. But I'm definitely glad I went with this low center of gravity chassis upgrade. I probably should have took a before and after picture, but I didn't. But look at that. So that's where I'm ending it for tonight. Thanks for following along. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't wait to get this done. So I'm going to take it out and we're going to run it. And see what it does. See you next time.